It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. I was looking for some stuff to upload and I saw Essential C dropped a new song. It's called Entrapreneur. It's spelled a little bit differently. I don't know if there's a reason behind that, but I thought we would dive in and see what this man was up to. I've been liking all the stuff he's been on. He did the thing with Drake. This man's name has been all over the place. So much respect to him. He's getting himself out there even more so than I feel he already was. So let's get into it. Let's see what he was cooking with on this one.
The trap's still running. It's never turning off. It's different product, same hustle mentality. The only difference is you pay taxes on it and feds can't kick off your door.
We were the champion entrepreneur.
We was flying up all with white, was building lines, now it's clothing lines. I sell tees and my dog sell tees as well, but his ain't got no design. 180 for the tracksuit, go somewhere else if it's overpriced. New generation don't know how to track, cause they're all getting high off their own supply. Trap house in the woods with the bandos, haunted a supernatural poltergeist. Witness things that I wished I didn't, like crackheads overdosed and die. Bad beats curving a kid back then when I was so lit I was broke them times. Bitch, would you ride on the back of the bus while about on the front of a stolen bike? Soho pitching coke to the game and I'll serve anyone, I got an open mind. No complaints when it comes to the customer service, I'll pick up the phone polite. See man fall in love with a white Billie Eilish, cause they got ocean eyes. Set up a shop then it's open 24 hours, we don't have a closing time.
I like that Billie Eilish bar. Yo, that's great. So speaking of this, to be honest with you, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest. I've done a little bit of partying in my past. I'm not gonna, go into too much detail, but I think I make it clear based on some of the things that he just said there. But he said people addicted to it. And one thing that I've always found was like, there's no way that I feel like I could ever have been addicted to it. Like in the moment, like you enjoy it. The high is great, right? You're like, oh shit, I want some more. Let me get another one of these. And like, and you're talking with everybody and just having a really great time and stuff like that. But the come down to me was so horrible. And I'd want to smoke so much weed and so much stuff to try to get myself through it that as soon as I woke up the next day, I'm like, I ain't doing that shit again. Like, no. And then maybe 6 months later, someone might talk me into it for a single night. But then again, once I'd wake up, I'm like, Like it just, to me, the down wasn't worth the up, if that makes sense. I feel like that's probably the best way to put it. But for some other people, they must just not feel like that down is nearly as bad as I felt. And they felt like the up was so good that they're like, yo, I'm just going to keep doing this shit. Like every day, all the time. Like I've known some people that have been doing it, or not anymore, but in the past, quite a lot. And I just don't see myself, it just didn't make sense to me, to be completely honest with you. In the moment though, like if I went out with a pocket full of money and I was doing that, like to avoid that down feeling, you might get me to spend quite a bit of that to keep like, like that. In that sense, yes, you could get me. But as soon as that shit's out of my system, I'm like, nah, bro. That shit ain't for me.
No complaints when it comes to the customer service, I'll pick up the phone polite. See man fall in love with a white Billie Eilish, cause they got ocean eyes. Set up a shop then it's open 24 hours, we don't have a closing time. We put the trap in entrepreneur. All of the time that we spent in the field with the thought that I got me a Ballon d'Or. I'm stacking or dropping a bag in the yo. Went from a Toyota Yaris to Urus, I still got the same work rates before. 2 years that I ain't been home, 730 days on tour. It was Nokia ringtones, picking up phones, no private calls, now it's microphones. I think that I got bipolar disorder, the way that I'm going through highs and lows. Insta full up on IG models, and back in the day I would Skype these hoes. My girl try hack my iCloud when I log in, gotta hide my code. Tryna get in through face recognition when I was asleep and my eyes were closed. If she ain't got nothing to hide, might make her my wife, yeah, I might propose.
Comment down below if you've been one of those crazy, that be trying to do that shit. You got the Face ID and you trying to get the person while they asleep. I think that's wild. And I guess no one's probably going to want to admit that. But I'm just saying, it's okay to fess up and be honest with yourself and say that, I made some mistakes in my life. And I shouldn't have went down that path and tried to do that, but I did. And in my opinion, if it gets to that point in any relationship, somebody should just not be in that relationship. I think that's probably the easier route, is just don't be in that relationship, because at that point, the trust has already been broken. There's already too much damage, in my opinion, to repair. Because if you're feeling that way now, like you want to go into someone's phone, it's not going to change down the road just because they told you that it's okay. Or let's just say that they showed you their phone and you didn't really find anything. Inevitably, you're going to be like, okay, a week, a month goes by, something else like triggers your thought process. You're going to be like, well, what if there's something in there now? Like it's going to be a never ending game. It really is. So your best bet, just dip out. Just get yourself out of that situation.
The way that I'm going through highs and lows. Insta full up on IG models, and back in the day I would Skype these hoes. My girl try hack my iCloud when I log in, gotta hide my code. Tryna get in through face recognition when I was asleep and my eyes were closed. If she ain't got nothing to hide, might make her my wife, yeah, I might propose. How many lies got told? Don't believe in the hype, it's false. Bro died, he was still in his teens. The chances are slim of me dying old. I won't lie, it's me or them. Slime shit on my wipe his nose. I'm banking pats and touching feces. I was OT, you would find it gross. Now it's 5-star hotels, Michelin star dining. I might rise a toast. New generation will die for clout. They'll do anything for a viral post. We put the trapping entrepreneur. All of the time that we spent in the field with the thought that I got me a Ballon d'Or. I'm stacking.
Nowadays, people will literally die for a viral post. And that's on so many different levels. Whether it's somebody just doing some really dumb shit and putting their life at risk or other people's life at risk, is as far as like, you know what I'm saying? Like you try like the pranking people and stuff and pushing it to a level to where you might end up getting shot by somebody, or you know, like that kind of viral, or just people that want to take IG pictures that probably won't even go viral. They're just like, yo, this is a really cool look. So let me get on this cliff and like hang off the side or whatever, do some really dumb shit so I can get a cool picture and then end up falling. I feel like we've heard so many stories of people going places and trying to get a cool picture and going beyond the boundary of like the fence or whatever to try to get a picture that nobody else has because it's a really great view, and then they end up falling to their death or something. Like it's absolutely wild. Like I feel like we've heard that too many times. And nowadays it's just like, I don't know. It's just crazy. Then you got these people online like Jack Doherty and what's the other goofy dude's name? Neon, and they just be doing some really dumb shit. And, you know, no offense if you like watching them. It is what it is. I've watched clips from them before, not because I'm like really interested in like, yo, I rate these guys. More so because I'm just like, what did they do now? And inevitably I'm giving them the views that allows them to want to keep doing that shit. But it's not worth it. One of these days, some of these dudes are going to walk into the wrong person, you know, and their life and that person's life is going to be over because they're going to throw it away, ending theirs. And I just don't think that it's worth it. But some people feel like, listen, the chance that I can go viral and maybe be okay, it's worth it. Why not? And I can't really buy into that narrative. It just doesn't make any sense.
I cannot drop in a bag in the yo. Went from a Toyota Yaris to Urus. I still got the same work rates before. 2 years that I ain't been home. 730 days on tour.
Is that a real number? Has he been on tour for 730 days? Because if so, that's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. I see up top here the song with him and Dave. I thought that was a really, really dope song. But I like Central C. I like the style that he raps and just dun 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 dun. Like it's very straightforward. There's not too much complexity in his rhyme schemes and stuff like that, and I enjoy it. I like it. I think he's got some pretty dope bars, like all of that stuff. So shout out to Central C. Let me know what you guys thought down below. If there's other stuff that I've missed that we got to check out, let me know. But other than that, I'll catch you in the next one, homies.